What's up guys, PPD here and welcome to the second episode of my road to Manchester City. We're starting off this episode by making a few signings because we do have a couple of thousand coins, and I had a comment last episode saying if I could actually show me buying the players as it happens. So that is what we're going to be doing from now on. And we're looking to make 3 signings over here, as you can see. The bronze player right there that we were just bidding on was patching, and the silver player over here, Barker, is definitely a player I think will very much help the team we currently have, because we do need a left mid, if I'm not mistaken, from the BPL, or not the BPL, the PL, and he definitely has the pace, and he's going to be very useful if we can sign him. And over here, we get outbid on patching, so I said, you know what, let's go look for an alternative just in case we get outbid. We placed a 500 coin bid, and if we do get outbid, we can go ahead and buy the one we just found. We go ahead and do the same thing for Barker over here, because I felt like he is a pretty in-demand player and we were going to get outbid. And over here, we end up getting bid on patching just like I suspected, and we go ahead and just go buy this one that we found for 500 coins so we can sign patching. And a little bit later, we come up a little bit late right there as we try to bid on Barker 450. So we miss out on that one, but we go ahead and just buy this one for 500 coins, which isn't too bad. And the other player we were trying to sign, by the way, the bronze rare guy, is Adara Bayo. And we're going to try and sign him a little bit later because there was still some time left on that. So while we waited for that, I went ahead and opened some of the packs that we got for completing the squad builder challenges. I went ahead and did the basic ones off screen. I think there was like 3 basic ones, and I actually did one of the League and Nation ones. And the squad builder challenges I'm finding very interesting and very fun, and I think I'm going to be dedicating a whole episode to that because it's really going to help us build up coins and getting players that we're going to be using for our teams. And speaking of the teams, I don't know which route I want to go with the teams. I know I want to have 2 teams, and I know one of them is going to be a Premier League team, obviously. But I don't really know what I want to do with the second team that we're going to be using for fitness. And I think I'm going to be going the Spanish route because we do have a few Spanish players, and not only that, but City does have a few Spanish players in there that aren't too expensive, and some of them are bronze and silver, and we have to sign them. So I think I'm going to be having a Premier League team as the main team, and then a Spanish team as the second team, until obviously we can progress higher up, get the gold guys, and we'll obviously eventually have 2 city teams. But yeah, we go ahead, open that pack right there, which wasn't too bad because we did get a French winger from Leeds, which is pretty fast, and despite not being able to sell him, he's going to come in very handy in the future for squad builder challenges because it's a pretty unique nation for that league. So that is why I was pretty excited about that. And over here, we go ahead and open the packs that we get for completing the manager tasks, because that's another thing that I went ahead and did. I went ahead and completed all 14. I wanted to see what we would get. And over here, we end up getting to choose a lone player. And I thought about it. I'm like, which one is going to benefit us right now? Because we don't want to sign Pjanic just because he's an amazing player. He's not going to fit into the team. And that's why I went ahead, got Bruno, who I think will also make sense for the Spanish route that I want to take. So that is why I went ahead, got him. And we just continued opening up the packs, taking anything that we can get. Going to send everything to the club because we're going to be using it for the squad builder challenges. And right there, Santos, when I packed him at the moment, at that time, I thought that it was actually Rafa. I don't know if you guys remember from my other series, I used the Rafa in one of my teams, and I swear he's like in the same position as him. I'm not sure if Rafa's still a right winger or anything this year, but I definitely thought I packed him. Didn't know who that Santos guy was, but we go ahead, send everything to the club, and we just continue to claim the rewards that we get. And I had heard that once you finish all the tasks, you don't actually get a prize. So I thought that was a little bit weird, but I wanted to test it out for myself. And I ended up getting a prize for completing all the tasks at the end. You're going to be seeing it there. So that was definitely interesting to see. And something that I noticed from the tasks were that they're different for every person, because I end up having a task here that said change your club name, and I didn't have that on my other account. So I found that interesting too, because it actually messed me up. You're going to be seeing in the upcoming game over here that our abbreviation is different. And look at that guy's face, by the way. I don't know if you guys saw it right there, but that guy had a very scary look. And yeah, like I said, we did end up getting a prize for completing all the tasks. And I was pretty excited for this because it was a premium gold pack over here. And we end up getting Diouf, which is absolutely amazing for the team we want to have right now because he's in the Premier League, he's a striker, he's fast, and we could definitely use him for the team we currently have because I feel like our second striker next to Ambrose is, if he is in the Premier League, which I think he might be, isn't that great. So very, very good pull right there from that pack. And we go back to the Adarabayo that we were trying to sign over here, and we place a 600 coin bid, which is a little bit much, I do say, but we end up winning it for 600 coins, which is a little bit overpriced. I think we paid more than what we did for Barker, but it is what it is. We had to sign him. And over here, as you saw, I did add Angelino to the transfer targets because I was looking to sign him too, and like I was saying, the Spanish route, if we do take it, he will definitely be in that team. And over here, we're placing a 150 coin bid on a player that I actually needed to complete one of the squad builder challenges, the EA access one. So we go ahead, we end up winning him for 150 coins, which is absolutely great. And we end up winning an Angelino that we bid 900 coins for, which once again might be a little bit much, but it's okay. We have the coins at the moment, and he's definitely going to be in one of the teams. So we can go ahead and check off all the signings that we made this episode. We signed Patching, we signed Barker, we signed Angelino, and we also signed Adarabayo. So we can check off some more guys off the checklist. And over here, this is the squad builder challenge that I was talking about, by the way, the EA access one. I know there was a little bit of time left, so I wanted to get it done because I think we do get a pretty nice gold pack, gold players pack right there, as it says in the rewards. But the guy we signed wasn't enough to get us to complete the challenges because despite the chemistry being high enough, we didn't have the rating. So I put in a silver guy. It wasn't enough. I said, you know what? Just put this gold guy right there. Who cares if the chemistry goes down because we'll still have enough. And the rating went up. We completed the task. And with that, we got ourselves a nice little kit. And we also got ourselves a nice little gold players pack, which we're going to go ahead and open. So we're going to go ahead and make that kit active because it makes more sense. Despite it not being the city kit, it's as close as we can get at the moment, and I definitely like the design on it too. So we go ahead, open the pack that we get for completing that squad builder challenge, and we get Fets Facides, which isn't exactly great for our teams, but it's going to be useful for more challenges in the future. So we're just looking around through the pack, seeing if we have anything useful. Also have to be on the lookout for MLS players and the Portuguese league players because those guys are very much in demand right now. And we go ahead and open one of the bronze packs that we got for, I don't even know what. I think it was maybe for another challenge or something like that. And we get this guy who's got 85 pace on a center mid, which is very, very interesting. And we also get Adarabayo in a pack. What are the odds? The guy we had just signed, we get for a pack. So we go ahead, check which one has more contracts. They're exactly the same. So we send the one we packed, I think, to the transfer list, or the one we bought. Going to be selling him in the future. And this is the team I currently have as my second team. It's a little bit of a hybrid right now. It's got Spanish players on one side and then a Serie A side on the right. And I just want to make it all Spanish because it'll be way better. I don't like having Capradossi on the center back role right there. So that is what we're probably going to be doing in the future. We're going to build up some coins from the challenges next episode, and we're going to look to make a Spanish team for our second team and then a Premier League side for our first team. So we go ahead, add everybody to the bench who we just signed so they can have a chance at being in the game. We put in Barker in the left mid role. We put in Diouf, who we packed next to Ambrose, and our team is looking pretty nicely over here. Still have to make some adjustments to that team also, so don't worry about that. And we jump into our second game of Division 10 over here. And we come across a guy with 47 chemistry, and this honestly surprised me because I've only played a handful of games on both accounts. I only played one off screen on this account, by the way, guys. Don't worry. and I played a few on my other account, and what I've been noticing is that a lot of people, even in Division 10, have a full gold team with 100 chems. So when I saw this guy with 47 chem, it did surprise me a little bit. So we're going to try and take advantage of that and try and get our first win. And over here, Ambrose once again involved in that goal, but unfortunately he didn't get the credit for it because it hit the post. We went for the rebound and he ended up scoring an own goal, as you see over here. It went down as an own goal because he chested it in, which is a little bit disappointing, but Ambrose, he's been great and hopefully he can continue to that. But like I said, I'm not going to be playing games in the next episode. I'm going to be dedicating it mostly to the squad builder challenges because I want to build up some coins and players for the future. And I'm still really getting used to the gameplay. Like, I'm really struggling to finish. I'm struggling to get used to the mechanics. It's going to take a while, and I just want to be ready for when the game comes out that we can play divisions and not struggle too much. And over here, we almost make it 2-0 right there with our player, but another thing I'm struggling with is the camera angle. I can't figure out which camera angle to use. The default one is definitely different than it was last year, so I'm still trying to figure that out too. There's still a lot that I have to figure out because I'm really struggling with the gameplay. I'm enjoying the squad builder challenges more than the gameplay right now because it's just too difficult for me right now, but hopefully as time goes on, we can get used to it and play a little bit better. And once we figure out the teams, I think we'll be in a better spot. So over here in the 45th minute, we still have that 1-0 lead, and literally seconds into the second half over here, Diouf runs down the left-hand side, passes it in, and Nemain gets himself a goal, which is very, very nice to see the bronze guy get himself a goal. And after that, our opponent decided to rage quit, and when that achievement popped up, I initially thought, did I just get an achievement for making him rage quit? Well, no, and it ended up being an achievement for scoring a low shot. But anyways, guys, that is going to conclude this episode of my road to Manchester City. We get our first win in Division 10, which is very nice to see. We're now 1-1-0. We're at 4 points. Diouf gets himself an assist, which is pretty strange. Anyways, guys, this has been episode 2. My name is Pippideed, and I'm out.